So, hi everybody, a very close to midnight. Joshin Kapani, I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decon Design. It could be a good morning for a lot of people in the other part of the world. I'm Joshin Kapani, I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decon Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. And the fantastic news is that in our country, there is a true awakening on happiness becoming the quotient of a lot of people in their careers, at their workspaces, and their lives, and the country as a whole. So, this is a school of thought which is now becoming also a subject in IIT Madras. It's been discussed for over a years. I've myself personally and professionally attended a few United Nations sessions in our country, initiated by certain forums and stuff. And we've all understood that happiness is something which is a big concern and stuff. People talk most of the time about, loneliness and depression and mental health and stuff like that. Well, that's fine. Those are issues as well. I'm not saying they're not realities and stuff. But the point is, do we want to talk about and do we want to really understand that we have to be and we have to make our children and the coming generations and the present ones happier, because when they are happier, uh, the outlook towards life is much brighter. You are kind of in better relationships and stuff. You start feeling good about everything around you and stuff. And you want to kind of multiply that happiness and stuff. In Buddhism, which I've been following, it's going to be my 15th year now, and we follow Buddhism as well. And we have a prayer which is talking about happiness of the world and the people and community and everything. I did not take it so very seriously and stuff, but now it's become a part of my thought process as well, because as I see, various news pegs appearing before me, like IIT is shared about happiness, and United Nations has been working on it. In our community, we've had, and we are still having a lot of these shares around trying to improve the overall outlook and approach of people and stuff. Being happy is good for mental health and emotional health and stuff. So there was an interesting book which I picked up. This was, I think I picked it up 2 years back when I started going to the hospitals and stuff and all that. And it's actually by a professor who's given us, these fantastic tips to kind of coming out of your own heads and finding more connection and having more presence and joy and stuff. So I have, to be honest, work makes you spend time on social media. You become friends, you become acquainted, you become, kind of connected to the outside world. You follow fashion, you follow books, you follow music, you follow what other countries are doing, and now with the political campaigns and everything, you follow politics and economics and stuff like that. And of course, there have been also the negatives of too much of information being thrown on people and children and stuff. Let me tell you this, okay, very clearly that yes, during Corona, we had a lot of bullying and everything. We had a lot of rudeness happening online and stuff like that. Children were concerned, people were concerned and stuff, but things have changed. And I can promise you this: if you have a chat with certain schools, I've personally spoken to some people whose children are in schools, in Delhi and in Noida and stuff. And parents have the same thing to say, that what you're reading online and stuff, or what you're shown, is actually somebody's own professional or personal journey and stuff. Some people are activists, some people are running NGOs, some people have made a big deal out of it and stuff and all that, because they personally and professionally feel it. But I personally, this was on the occasion of Eid, spoke to children there. I've spoken to some ladies who are, heading schools and stuff. We had a chat around it. So it's not that bad as people present it to be or think in their warped heads. I call it warped because, you have to also present the positive sides of being in a school, and how curriculums have changed. Artificial technology is coming in, new education is happening, counseling is happening, arts is picking up, culture is picking up, and a lot of better stuff is happening and all that. Okay, so now when you come back to the book, the author saying that making friends is so important, and making friends at any stage and age is important. We all need trusting relationships for happiness. We all want to avoid being alone, as people call it, loneliness or whatever. Sometimes it's a mental issue. You may be married, you may be in a relationship, You may be in a family, but you're lonely. So it's nothing to do with your marriage. It's nothing to do with your careers and stuff. You're just lonely on the whole. And at the same time, people in the same age or stage are not lonely. They are happy. They have great relationships. They are building relationships and stuff like that. So he is emphasizing on a campaign which is Be More Us campaign, which was actually a hit in 2018, to end loneliness, produced for young children and making friends through not being on social media but by sitting in a cafe and stuff. Okay, so the video started questioning the fact: have we forgotten how to make friends? And does it show us that as awkward adults, when we are approached by younger people or other people, we don't want to talk to them? And we fear what are they going to think about us, how are we going to come, how are we going to be perceived and stuff, what are the children going to think about us and stuff like that. So during Corona, I did this exercise. I used to go to the park every day. I still do. So I will take you later on to what the conclusion of the video is, or what the video is all about, because you have to wait patiently and go through it and stuff. Okay. So during Corona, I used to take my books and I used to have these pets in the park and stuff. I would sit down, read books, interact with children, get friendly, get acquainted and stuff. And I used to do that before as well. I used to take my niece to the park and I used to meet my friends who are children and stuff and all that. Okay, I still continue doing it because become a part of my daily thingy. On the way to the gym, I stopped my car and I had conversations with boys and girls. We also have a small gym in our community and stuff, so that helps. But I stop my car and I perpetually wave out and I say, "Hi, Prakhar," or "Hi," whatever, people like kind of know in my sector and stuff. And during my morning walks, I go for a morning walk. I started bonding with the children and stuff. Their families became friends of mine. Now, people have pets. So I have a pet at home. Now, the positive is now there are more friends wherever I go. My pet, he's sleeping here comfortably. He basically has his friends as well. So he will actually be, wished by other people. So life is becoming a little more expansive than usual and stuff. So the point is this, that if you really want to be friendly and stuff, you have to open up, you have to spend time, and modern life is full of opportunities where you can strike up a conversation and stuff, and it can be one of the most remarkable experiences and stuff. Okay, so you say urban modernization is happening, and work is happening, and careers are happening. People don't talk. Get a wake up call, travel by a metro, and you see people are interacting and talking. Yes, the reality. I had shared this a few months back. In the women's, compartment in the metro, more than 80% of the girls were on their phones and stuff. But I've worked all my life in Delhi after college and stuff, and I used to go for a job towards the other side of the city, Kirti Nagar. It was a 2.5 hour kind of a thingy, and I had my phone, but I made it a point to strike up conversations and stuff like that. When my colleagues and I travel, we used to always talk on the phone, just connecting where we are going to meet up and stuff like that. And when we were all together, we would not even look at the phone. So this has become a fashion now in metro as well. So the positive is, when you're traveling by metro, take a look around how many people are talking. And if you don't find people talking, start talking on your own, because that's where you make some good friends as well. And the American author has also shared that urban modernization does increase your wealth, and wealth is associated with owning things, materialistic stuff, and all that, and increased happiness. But actually, paradoxically speaking, levels of happiness in larger urban cities are lower than in smaller communities, because they do not engage in conversation, or they are only focused on their wealth. So कितने लोग मानते हैं? How many people agree health is wealth? Okay, I'm the first one who would raise my hand and say, you know what, I believe health is wealth and stuff. I may earn less, I may work less, I may even take home less or whatever, but if my health is in place and stuff, I will be much blessed, and I will be much happier and stuff, because I place my health utmost importance and stuff. Okay, so he says the same reaction when we did a tube chat campaign had a different or a negative reaction, because tube chat had provoked horror among commuters who are kind of traveling in the metro and stuff like that, and they were kind of working on a rival campaign against Shut Up, a campaign which was actually founded by a Londoner, Brian Wilson, and they were kind of working on this campaign where they wanted to focus more on people being friendly and not being unfriendly and stuff, and they wanted Londoners to kind of talk to other people and stuff, and they wanted people to be more friendly and stuff like that. And he says some of us actively avoid social interaction, and he's given examples of being in the metro, being in the train and stuff, and getting over the self-limiting belief systems. अब आपकी उम्र हो गई है, अब आपकी एज हो गई है, अब आपके दोस्त नहीं बनेंगे, आप इनसे बात करके दोस्ती करके क्या फ़ायदा, you know what I mean, like the stupid shit that people have, the closed minds. You're of a certain age, you're of a certain level, you're of a certain caliber, you're of a certain standard, at this age you should be doing this and all that. Okay, so he's basically telling him that by avoiding opportunities to connect, we are actually compounding our own unhappiness by actually getting into isolation and stuff like that. Okay, so there was a song, isolation is not so good for me and stuff.